G'day folks. So as you can imagine, with this many kids in the family, life gets pretty busy most days. So I try and get my videos up as fast as I can, but I'm running a little bit behind, so really sorry about that. The video you are about to watch is a grocery haul. It is post toilet paper panic and pre new grocery item limits. So it means that we shopped after all the big panic buy on the toilet paper. But it's before all the new limits came in to the grocery stores about all the products that we are allowed to buy and how many of each item. So you will see some bigger quantities of some items in this grocery shop. I have shopped since then, and I will be editing that video and getting that up as well to show you what we are actually allowed to buy right now. But for now, enjoy this next video. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next one, and let us know how you're getting on at the grocery store. Okay, so Sabrina is just putting fuel into her car, and then, yep, we're heading into the grocery store. Let's see what's left on the shelves.
So we're at the grocery store now. Mum and I are going in to do a shop. With the current pandemic at the moment, there have been some limitations put on certain items, so we're pretty hopeful we'll be able to just do our normal shop. I'm a bit scared of what the limits will be, what will be left on the shelf. Yes. Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know.
Fingers crossed.
What you need for a big family is obviously considerably more than regular sized families, but yeah. I'm hoping the limitations don't limit us too much on what we need.
I think even things when you think like a bag of pasta, I don't know, like a regular sized family might use a bag in a meal, whereas we probably use 2 or 3. So even, I guess our dried goods is probably where we're a bit non-perishables. Yeah. We're a bit concerned about what our limits might be. Or
perhaps meat. I mean, yeah. You know, we need larger amounts of meat. So we will go in, we will check it out and see what everybody has panic bought off the shelves. Yes. And hopefully they've left enough for us. But you know, we are okay. We've got our regular supplies. Yeah, I am concerned about how much will be in there or not. We might be pleasantly surprised and everything might just be normal again and we can get what we need, but
yeah, I think
I don't know.
I just think we are starting to see a little bit of a panic in the community, I guess, just as to, we're just interested just to see what is still actually left on the shelves, and what panic does to a community, I guess, when they go out to buy things, like what panic actually causes. And
it can be a bigger problem.
Yeah,
actually,
the actual panic can be a bigger problem than...
because, you know, we live in a very lucky country and there are plenty of supplies to go around for everyone. So hopefully, you know, people understand that and we all settle down a little bit and we can make sure that everybody's needs are taken care of. So
yeah, for sure.
Let's be kind. Anyway, when we're finished, we'll get home, we'll unload it and we'll show you what we managed to get.
Alrighty, let's go.
See ya. But, sorry, not hand sanitizer.
This is like liquid gold.
Well, look, you've got a boot full of 10-cent bottles, Sabrina.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch them in.
See, we recycle. See? Okay, let's get some groceries in here. Here we go. We're going to get the groceries into the car and head home, and then we'll show you what we bought.
Which was mayhem in there.
It was. But here we go. Look, we've got to get all this meat. So.
How was that?
Okay, can I just say that this time around in the grocery store, much better experience. I think if people continue just to be kind to each other, it's all going to work out. But
yeah, I think the biggest things we found were empty. So
toilet
paper, paper towel, tissues, any of that. Because I don't know, it just is.
Rice, pastas,
we found
sugar,
actually
flour.
canned tomatoes. So
there's going to be a lot of bolognese made in the future. Mince.
Yeah,
so all the meats are not.
Mince at the moment, we found
Not
was actually a 2 packet limit.
Yeah, so that's not much because that's not really enough for what we use, but we will make do.
We
We're
understand that
Oh, yeah.
obviously the limits are there for everyone, and even though like it's not really great for us because of the way I guess we shop or how many more people you have to feed, it is the supermarket's just trying to make sure there's enough for everyone to go around.
Yep. And you know what, just look out for other people. If you see something on the shelf that you've got plenty of and there is, you know, an old person there or somebody that you know can't get back to the store, give it to them. Give it to them. That's the right thing to do, and we all know that's the right thing to do. So
we found
let's
also,
look after each other.
Next thing that we found that wasn't very much of was actually disinfectants and soaps.
But I will do another video, and I will give you some tips and tricks and a few ideas on stockpiling and how to use things and make it more economical for you to use products that you may have already got in your own home. So we'll go through that as well.
And then we also found out at the moment a lot of supermarkets, just because of the stock and not being able to, I guess, keep everything in stock because of the high demand, they've got like no refunds, which I think actually is a pretty good you know, thing that they have got a no refund policy. That way whatever you buy, if you don't use it, like,
too bad,
you know, you're the one who, like, if someone like crazy stocked up on canned soup or something and
you're not going to use it,
and they didn't use it and it goes out of date, like, that's like,
well, you know, you can't take it back to the store, but if you're not going to use it, donate it.
yeah,
Again, just let's look after each other. So donate it on to somebody who could actually use that.
yeah, for sure.
And there are plenty of people out there,
people that are like less fortunate than us.
Yeah.
That, you know, definitely, you know, there are always people who are worse off, you know, have a worse off situation. And just being kind to them. Like, if there's something that's going to go out of date and you're not going to use it,
share it.
You know, share. Be a bit compassionate, and what can you do? You know, you got to just, in times like this when it's like a bit hard, you know, you just got to look out for.
Who knew this was coming? Like, who knew that we would be having to talk about panic buying and stocking up, and that, you know, there is a fly in this car. Have you noticed that? There's this random fly that keeps coming past.
I know, let me put the window down so we can get out. It's probably like, let me out of here. I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is.
I don't want to be good.
Go, get out of my car. Why are you on the windscreen? Oh. Go, the window's open, little fly, get out. You can do it.
Yeah, but I actually found that, you know, I was a bit nervous about going into the shops this time. I wasn't sure what I was going to come up against, but people were surprisingly nice, and, you know, as I said, good sense of humour. Oh,
sorry, that fly is trying to get out.
What is this? I'm windswept. Okay. I've been windswept.
Yeah, look, where did that fly go?
I really don't know.
Oh well.
Have a few things at home, but remember that, you know, if you had to go into quarantine, you know, there's plenty of ways of getting,
you know,
food to your house.
With the communication that we have, like technology,
Yep.
like there's always going to be a way to get stuff. It's just, I think if we don't panic, then, you know,
everything will be fine.
Things will be okay, and everything happens for a reason.
So let's show you everything that we just bought. So let's start. We bought 2 multi-purpose cleaners. I actually like this brand. It's really nice. It smells really pretty.
When you use it, so.
Epsom salts. You can use this, as it says on there, for aching joints and to pop in your bath. So that's what we like that for. A couple of cleansing wipes. These remove makeup. And we bought 2 little travel packs of tissues. These are always great to go into your backpack or
And surprisingly enough, that's all that they had. It
That-
just
that
the
was
little
it.
travel one. So they didn't have any normal boxes, so we just had to go, that's what we need.
Yeah. Yeah, not much on the shelf in this area. We did buy a couple of little packs of Ziploc bags and some normal washcloths. One very small pack of baby wipes. You can use these for anything and everything. You don't have to have a baby in your house to use these, but they're always handy, and also to keep in your car as well. Could not get a home brand in the cream cleanser, so we had to buy whatever was on the shelf at that point in time. I think this is yours, Sabrina.
Moisturiser.
I think there's some moisturiser for you. We bought 2 bottles of mouthwash. We bought some washing machine cleanser, a couple of deodorizing air fresheners, some rubbish bags, window glass cleaner, just in a home brand, 1 container of bubble bath, and pretty much, I'm not a great fan of lavender, but this was all that was on the shelf, so that's it. Lavender disinfectant. Packs of toothbrushes were half price, so again, this is where we save our money, and we buy the half price sales and we pop them away for when we need them. And of course, can't have toothbrushes without toothpaste. We were completely out of cling wrap, so we bought 3 of those, and the aluminium foil, so we got a couple of those as well. 2 bottles of lemonade. Now, we bought just 1 jar of marinade. I've actually got a few of these still in the pantry, so we will be using those up when we marinate our chicken that we bought as well. I bought 2 jars of garden vegetables bolognese sauce and 2 bottles of sweet and sour sauce. So we've got rice and spring rolls to do with those. This we will do with mince and probably just some spaghetti. 2 tins of diced tomatoes, 4 little tins of peas. We've got 4 cans of 4-bean mix and 2 cans of corn, which was pretty much all they had on the shelf as far as corn goes. 4 little tins of tuna. They're great for lunches. A very small pack of small tins of baked beans, and a couple of jars of baby food. Even though we don't have babies here in the house anymore, we've often got our grandbabies here, so you never know when they might want something, and we can mix that with other things as well for them. Just 1 lonely container of long life milk, and we bought several packs of jelly cups, because these are awesome snacks and awesome to go in school lunches. I picked up 2 containers of 2 fruits, which is like fruit salad, and 2 boxes of gravy mix. These are just soft drinks. This is definitely a treat item. It's not something that we normally buy. We were allowed to buy, there was a limit of what, 2
bags of flour per transaction for each customer, but we only needed 1, so
yeah, we've got plenty of self-raising flour, so we just bought the plain flour.
we always think whenever there are like limits on food in the store, if you only need 1, like if you're allowed 2 and you need 2, then get 2, but if you're allowed 2, if you only need 1, then just get 1. Like,
Yep.
don't panic, because there will always be
There's always more food.
You're never going to run out.
Yeah, right. Some icing mixture as well. We've got, these are only little, how big are these? 1 kilo. So normally we would buy 1 large packet of sugar, but we had to get 2 because the sugar on the shelves has disappeared as well. And hundreds and thousands. So we've got some sprinkles here as well. So a lot of the meals that we make, we use these Master Foods recipe bases. They are really awesome. Saves a lot of time and effort when you're cooking meals. So we've got 6. They were on special as well. I think, what was it, 3 for $6 or something like that. So yeah, so they were pretty good. They were on special, so we bought a few. And we have plans to make some stir fries, so we got some noodles as well. And just 2 lonely little blocks of chocolate there. That will not last. 4 squares each. Yep, it's pretty much all gone.
Right, so we bought some Australian brushed potatoes. We got some spaghetti. Again, pasta was very limited.
And normally we would use between 2 and 3 packets.
But the limit was 2 packets per customer per transaction.
So 2 it was.
We got some apples. We have what, a couple
3 bags.
Yep. And then we've got some zucchini. These are really good when you fry them up or bake them in the oven. It's really nice. We have some bananas. A couple of carrots. We got some tomatoes.
Ooh, more apples. Who set this out?
We got some tomatoes.
Tomatoes, very nice. Clearly this is not enough fruit and veg for a week, so we will still have to go back and get more fruit and veggies throughout the week.
We generally do a shop that's like all our, basically, replenish our stocks, and then fruit and veg we probably do every few days just so it's nice and fresh and it doesn't go off. That we're using what we need and not have excess. We've got some lemon-tins, so they're really good to actually freeze. Good for school lunches, afternoon teas, anything like that. Cereal, we only needed a couple of boxes. We also did notice that they were slowly running out on the shelves. Oats seem to be
gone.
Wheat Bix actually as well were pretty much gone. Ooh, some little treats.
Ooh. Yummy. Spearmint leaves.
Then we just got a couple of snacks. Kids' lunches again, really good, convenient.
Well, we always have a crate in the pantry that's just filled with snack packets and bits and pieces for school lunches. Makes life easier, and we use these too. These chocolate rolls are the same. They're just for school lunches. Yeah. Only 2 loaves of bread today. We've got a few loaves of bread that are frozen as well, so we don't need too much right now.
And then we've got some Jats. Now, these are really good with cheese. Jats dips and stuff. It's really yummy.
When we do our savoury platters, we use those a lot. Oops, look,
we've got shapes. Now, these were on special 2 for...
a 2 for something offer. I can't remember what it was.
But yeah, we probably use what?
2 to 4 boxes of these in a sitting. So another lot of snack packets here, and 2 boxes of chocolate chip cookies. Again, that's a great afternoon tea with a big glass of milk. Kids love cookies and milk together.
So we bought 4 bottles of milk today. Usually buy between 6 and 8, but we're just trying to keep our consumption of it down. There's got to be plenty to go around between everyone, so...
Okay, so let's get into this, the cold stuff, so we can pop it away. 2 packets of sliced ham. We use those for school lunches. 2 packets of the chicken breast burgers. These do make awesome burgers.
They're really good. You just put them with lettuce and tartare sauce and they taste so good.
Yeah, it's really yummy. 1 packet of Cheerios. And this is where we've run into trouble before with our grocery hauls. Yes, we call these Cheerios. Yes, I know other people call these cocktail frankfurts and mini frankfurts. And I know that Cheerios are a cereal in America. So, but here we've always known them as Cheerios. So that's what we call them. Chicken drumsticks, we bought 3 packs of this because we still had 1 pack in our freezer, so that will make 2 meals.
We also marinate them and then they're just ready to put straight into the oven whenever you go to cook them, so it saves a lot of time.
Yep, that's awesome. And we bought some meatballs. Now sometimes we buy meatballs, sometimes we make our own, but these were a 2 for whatever the money was again, 2 for something offer again today. Any 2 for 12, but I actually think they might have been even cheaper than that again. I'm not sure. So we bought 4. We would normally use probably 3 of those in a meal. I'm pretty sure I've got a few more of those in the freezer. So mince was one of the things that was limited today. So we could only buy 2 lots of mince. And yeah, that's not going to go terribly far, but again, we're happy to work along with the limits of what the grocery stores are asking us to buy. Chicken breasts, we bought 6 lots of chicken breasts. If you have seen our previous video where we marinate these and pop them into the freezer, so you've got pre-made freezer meals, I'll pop the link of that in the description box below so you can have a watch of that. But yes, this is what we'll be doing with these, is we'll have our marinades and we will dice all of this up, marinate it and freeze it. Now we've got some beef pies. There's only 4 pies in here to a pack. So we've had to buy 4 packs for 1 meal. And then we've got some frozen Chinese vegetables. We've got some potato chips. So there are 6 bags here of potato chips. We've got 2 bags of mixed vegetables. These are great with pasta, savoury mince, pies, lots of different meals you can do with these. We bought 1 lot of beans and 2 lots of peas, a few more little bits and pieces here, a bottle of cream. This is great when you make a potato bake or a pasta bake. We've got 2 lots of sour cream, 2 little bottles of orange juice. That's for Sabrina and I for doing the groceries. That's our reward because it's a big job. We've got 1 box of crumbed fish and 1 little block of cheese. That's what we bought today. As we said before, it was a much better experience in the grocery store than the other day. We need to get all of this food prepped and put away in the freezer. Always remember to make a list of what you're keeping in your freezers if you're going to have big supplies in there. Remember to be kind to each other out there in the grocery store. There's plenty to go around, so don't panic. And we'll catch you next time.
See ya.
God bless.